Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. We are going to stretch out our hamstrings today. So find a little bit of space to move. Let's get started and just remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So let's begin today by actually standing up. One of my favorite ways to start to stretch my hamstrings is with a standing forward fold. So we are going to be bringing our feet about hip width apart. We'll start by standing nice and tall, and you can actually bring your hands to your hips. And then we're going to bend our knees just a little bit, and we're going to start to tip forwards. We want to tip forwards at the hips, keep those knees bent, and then I want you to think about, while we keep the knees bent, sticking your butt out. So you can keep your hands on your hips, start to try and stick your butt out, and that should already create some length through those hamstrings to the back of the legs. So you can keep dropping the chest if you feel like you need to, but I'm already feeling it up here as I start to stick my butt out a little bit more. So you can keep that chest nice and proud even though we're tipping forwards. And you can start to go a little further if it feels good. And just a nice gentle forward fold. We're not going crazy far. And then we're going to use an inhale just to come all the way back up to standing. So you can straighten the legs for a moment. If you need to shake, give it a little shake. But we're going to come right back down. So start by bending the knees, tipping forwards at the hips. Stick that butt out a little bit more. You might be able to take a little bit more of a bend out of the knees. Or maybe you're feeling good with a nice big bend. The hands could start to find the floor, but having them on your hips is a great option. And then let's use an inhale to come all the way back up. All right, are you guys feeling this? We want to think about keeping the spine long, tipping at those hips, and bending the knees. So you don't have to have nice straight legs to get those hamstrings. Stick your butt out a little more. Nice work. Maybe the hands want to come down. My chest is still pretty proud here. I'm not rounding my spine. Helps to arch my back a little bit to stick the butt out a little bit more. A little weird, I know, but I hope nobody's looking except you guys are just doing your own thing. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, let's do that one more time. Use an inhale. Come all the way back up. Stand tall. Shake it out if you need to shake it out. If you're feeling any sort of discomfort through that low back, you're probably going a little bit too far. So bend those knees. Only drop the chest a little bit. You can be nice and proud. You can be up here, just sticking that butt out. But going as far as works for you, as feels right. Maybe letting the head be a little heavier on this one. Awesome job, you guys. So let's use an inhale, start to come back up. And then relax. And then we're going to step that left foot back and we'll get more into that right hamstring. So plant your feet, find your balance, belly button shining to the front of the room. Same thing here. The hands are going to find the hips and we're going to start to tip forward. So you can start by bending that front knee, but think about sticking your butt out. Stick that butt out. Maybe the front leg is fairly straight. That's awesome too. But stick your butt out. Activate that hamstring. Get that stretch. Some of you can bring the chest all the way down towards the knee. Others might have the chest lifted, but just play with it. Find what works. What gives you the best stretch. Awesome job, you guys. So use an inhale. Let's come all the way back up. Switch sides. Left foot forwards, right foot back. Belly button is facing forwards. Hands to the hips. Take an inhale. And an exhale, tipping forwards. Think about sticking your butt out. Seems silly, but it works. Nice work, you guys. Folding as far as you need to. Only going as far as you need to as well. Stick your butt out a little bit more. Feel the length through the back of that front leg. Awesome work, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Come back up to standing. Our feet are going to come together, so you can keep your feet hip width apart or bring them nice and close to touch. That's up to you. But our hands are going to come to the hips one more time. Take an inhale, stand tall. As you exhale, bend the knees as you tip forwards. So I want you to bring your hands to the floor. So bend your knees as much as you need to bring the hands down. And then you can let your head be kind of heavy. And we're just going to start to bring some more length into the right leg and really bend the left. So that left heel might want to lift up as you straighten the right leg. And then let's switch. Drop that left heel, straighten the left leg, and bend the right knee as much as you can. Pull that knee towards the chest. Nice work. Okay, one more time on each side. Straighten that right leg, bend the left, and then switch. Awesome job, you guys. All right, so you can start to bend your knees a lot. We are going to come onto our hands and knees for a moment. If you need to take a little break, you can swing those hips side to side, rock it out, whatever you need. We are focusing on the hamstrings today, so a lot of hamstring stretches. We're going to move into our half split. So the right foot's going to come forwards. You can bring your hands to the floor to help you balance, but we're going to send the hips back, ideally stacking over top that back knee, and that front leg is going to lengthen, straighten as much as you need to get into that hamstring. So some people like to just completely relax the foot, the ankle, just straightening the front leg gives them a good stretch. Others that want to take it a little further might actually want to flex that foot, put a little extra work into this by pulling the toes towards the forehead. So whatever works best for you. And then you can also take things further by dropping the chest towards the knee. Let's find our breath here. Maybe even close your eyes. Nice work, you guys. Okay, we're going to just bend the front knee. We're going to bend that front leg, and we're going to take a quick break. But we're going to come back into that half split. So one more chance to do this half split on this side. We'll do the other leg shortly. But set it up. Maybe flexing the foot, maybe relaxing that foot. But just find that hamstring, even into that calf. Just breathing wherever you are. Awesome work, you guys. All right, let's come out of this one. Bend that front knee, and then you can just swing that back leg or that front leg back. We'll switch sides. So bringing the left foot forwards, hands to the mat, starting to straighten that front leg. So the hips are still fairly high. We're not trying to sit on our heel. We're just trying to find some length through that front leg. So set it up. Decide what you want to do with your foot. And then maybe dropping the chest a little more, maybe not. So if you wanted to skip this halfway break, you can stay as you are. But if you want a little break, come with me. Just bend that front knee, relax, take all that stretch out of the hamstring. And when you're ready to come back in, start to find the length. Maybe lower the chest, but just go as far as you need to feel that stretch. We're all different. So play with it until you know what you need today. Nice work, you guys. So with an inhale, let's start to bend back into that front knee. And then you can slide that front leg all the way back in so that you're on your hands and on your knees. Shake out the hips if you need to shake it out. Wiggle out, whatever you need. But we are going to have a seat. So when you're feeling good, sit down, bring your legs out in front. We're going to keep the right leg out long, and that left foot is going to come to the inner thigh. So bringing your hands to either side of you, take a big inhale, lengthen your spine, sit tall. You can stay here, maybe just flexing that foot, create some stretch for you. If you want to exhale and fold, you can add a forward fold. I'm just noticing while we're here in this forward fold if the stretch is starting to feel a little more open, because we've done a few. If you've got nice tight hamstrings, or maybe you did a really a good workout today, earlier this week, and you're nice and tight today, you might still have those same feelings as when we started the class, but just try to soften your shoulders. Send your breath to that hamstring, the back of your leg. And then we're going to use an inhale to come all the way up, and we're just going to switch. The left leg can come out. Right foot will come to the inner thigh. Use an inhale, lengthen, sit tall. Stay here, or maybe as you exhale, folding forwards. Awesome work, you guys. All right, use an inhale, come back up. Bring that right leg out, and we're going to lay all the way down onto our backs. So if you do have a strap at home with you, or wherever you are, you can grab it. But I'm going to go without a strap just because I know we don't all have one. So the right foot's going to be lifting up into the air. And if you have got a strap, you can put it on the ball of your foot. If you don't have a strap, you can just hang on to the back of your leg, or maybe use a towel or something to hook around the back of the quad. So you can just send that foot, that right one, up towards the ceiling. I like to flex my foot to get a little bit more. You can also get a little more by straightening the left leg out long. And then some people might be able to slide their hands up to their calf or to the ankle or the foot. But once again, just creating length through that right leg to get into that hamstring. Just a few more breath in this one. Make any little adjustments that you need with where you're hanging on, or maybe softening the shoulders a little bit more. And then nice and slow, we'll bend the right knee, let the foot come all the way down to the floor. The left leg can come up, hang onto the back of it, or use your strap. Maybe straighten the right leg out long. And just feel the stretch the back of the leg. Flexing the foot if it gives you more, if it feels right, or just relaxing the foot. Let's take just a few more breaths on this side. And then slowly letting that left knee bend. Feet can come all the way to the floor. Maybe do a little rock from side to side with the legs. And then we're going to come all the way up to seated. So this last one is supposed to be a little bit challenging, a little bit fun. So if it works out, it works out. And if it doesn't, no worries at all. So we went into the forward fold already. So extend your right leg out and bring the left foot to the inner thigh. So some of you might be staying here, might be coming back into that forward fold. But if you want to try something a little crazy, a little different, we're actually going to grab onto the back of the leg and sit tall, pulling the knee towards the chest. You can kind of move this left leg. It doesn't have to stay exactly where it is. But we want to, again, create some length through that leg. So maybe you can hang onto the calf. Let's sit a little taller. Sometimes we tend to, more often than not, we tend to slouch in this one. So create some length through the spine. Maybe you can grab the foot, maybe not. If you've got a strap, it's a great time to use the strap as well, but you don't need one. So just hang on wherever feels good. And maybe you're here, or maybe you're folding forward. You don't have to lift that leg up into the air. But just another moment here, you guys, not too long. And then let's switch sides. So let that right leg come in. The left leg can come out. If you were going for that forward fold, go for it. If you want to try to lift the leg, pull the knee towards the chest to start. Maybe lift the foot a little higher. The calf is a good place to hang on to. The back of the thigh is a good place to hang on to. Even the foot or the ankle. So wherever you can get. Even maybe one hand. Doesn't have to be both. But let's try to sit a little taller. Wherever you happen to be. Nice job, you guys. All right, let it go. Cross your legs. That is it. That is all my favorite hamstring stretches for you in one yoga practice. So I hope that you enjoyed it. You're feeling a little open through the back of your legs now. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.